Don't lead with a sale. Don't lead with insecurities. Lead with value instead. What do I mean? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the place you come for tips and tricks on how to get started as a virtual assistant and how you can grow your current virtual assistance business. I have been running my own virtual assistance business since 2016 and also trained people on how to do the same. If you're looking for information on how to get started, how to grow your business, how to niche down to a profitable niche, this is the place for you. Consider subscribing so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Today, I want to talk to you about what you can do to land your very first virtual assistant client. If you recently started your virtual assistance business, it's very likely that right now you're in the business of looking for clients that you can serve. So what can you do if you're having a difficult time landing your very first client? Tune in to learn the tips and tricks that I also share with my students in my paid program. So to grow your virtual assistance business, you need to attract the right prospects to your website. So the first thing you can do, you can leverage the power of search engine optimization by creating the kind of content that will attract prospective clients to your website. You can create blog posts with keywords that are in line with what your ideal client is likely to search for. For example, you can create content about how to hire a virtual assistant, how to delegate tasks to a virtual assistant. These are the tasks that you can delegate to a virtual assistant, things to consider before hiring a virtual assistant, how you can effectively work with a virtual assistant. These are just a few topics that you can create content around so that when your prospective client types in such words on Google, they can be led to your website, and hopefully on your website you already have the kind of content that speaks to your clients' pain points and they're able to contact you. You also need to know where to look. So if you already have a business that is up and running and you don't know where your client is hanging out, there's a very high chance that you're having a difficult time landing your very first or even your second or third virtual assistance client. So you need to know the right places to look. And the easiest way that I have found for people to land clients, especially if they are very new to the business, is on marketplaces like job marketplaces such as Upwork. This is where I started my business back in 2016, and since then I have been able to grow my profile. While I may not actively look for clients right now on Upwork, it's a place that I advise people who are just starting out to try out. You may want to filter the jobs on Upwork based on the kind of services you're offering or just based on keywords. So if you go on Upwork, you just type in virtual assistant or virtual assistants and you'll see a list of jobs that have been posted that are looking for virtual assistants. So if maybe you are offering blog writing or websites maintenance or WordPress maintenance, you can just type in these keywords and you'll see a list of jobs that have been posted that contain these keywords, and you'll be able to customize a proposal and submit to clients who are already actively looking for people to support their businesses. The next thing you need to do is to start narrow and then expand as you grow. The fastest way to crush as a virtual assistant is to try and do it all. Just start on something and then build it up as you grow. So for example, if you decide to offer WordPress maintenance, you may want to think that you can easily incorporate blog management into it, but then these two things might be a bit similar, but they're not, because if you offer WordPress maintenance, you would be doing things like making design changes to existing designs, updating plugins, uploading content that is already created, and stuff like that. Whereas if you decide to offer blog management, you would be required to go into the research phase, find out keywords that would rank best, come up with the content, come up with the graphics that will go alongside the content before now you go into the WordPress backend to upload this content. Introducing blog management means you would change the scope of your work. So it's important to look at these two things and decide whether you have the time to incorporate these two as a service. Another trick that has always worked is helping other virtual assistants. Encourage people to share their wins, encourage them to share their processes, share strategies that have helped you land clients or strategies that have helped you like reduce the number of time you spend on something. This is one way to create engagement. It's also one way to ensure that your name is out there and it's seen. And as a result, you'll find people contacting you, because if you engage with people over and over, there's a way in which they will tend to remember you whenever they have something that they need support with. I want you to think about how you would show up on social media if your services were already booked out. How would you interact with people on social media if you already had clients to serve, say, through the year? That is the exact same way you need to show up right now, even as you're looking for your very first clients. Don't lead with a sale. Don't lead with insecurities. Lead with value instead. What do I mean? Leading with a sale is joining groups and starting posting right away that you're a VA, you're starting out, hire me, I want to do for you something, I want to offer this service for you for free. Don't do that. Instead, lead with value. For example, if you join a Facebook group, you can decide to go in and share tips on how entrepreneurs can work with virtual assistants to save their time, to save their money. You can also post content that relates to fellow virtual assistants. You can post content in terms of challenges that you are facing. When people get to interact with such content and you eventually get to ask people to work with you, there's a very high chance that they will want to work with you. While you do all this and you look for clients, it's important to remember that no one wants to be sold to. If you were to log onto social media and the kind of content you find is the kind of content that is just selling, there's a high chance that you're going to log out, because such kind of content tends to be overwhelming. This is why you need to start posting and speaking directly to your client in terms of trying to solve their pain points. Remember, clients are not looking to solve your problems. They're looking to solve their own problems. And if you are part of the formula that solves their problem, there's a very high chance that they are going to want to work with you. So I hope you found these tips useful. Comment down below with the tip that you feel you are going to implement right away to start getting clients for your virtual assistants business. Until next time, bye bye.